Hello everyone, welcome back. Basically, I just said I was going to come back for a wee while, so I thought I would pop on. I'm going to have a chance. Just got a big feed in me and stuff there, get a bit more organised, so getting the time now to pop on. Just seem to be, what's up Sandy? Seem to be, most times when I go to leave the stream, lots of people start coming in with really good questions and stuff, and talking about tools and mixes and methods of plastering and techniques. What's up Sandy? Hope you're having a good weekend. Happy New Year to you too, boy. Hope everyone's having a great year. But yes, so it was just sort of, well, just as I was leaving, all the good questions started coming in. Does happen a lot, but I can see people just maybe only thinking about them at that time, you know. Also, in the title there, I've changed it for metal teching as well, because I have an up and coming video with that too. Something I really enjoy. I don't get out as much as I'd like, but you know, there's a couple of interesting finds in this video coming up, and something just interesting because of the weather. It was strange. It's the first time I've ever really seen it. I've seen it online before, but first time I've ever seen it. I think it'll be interesting, so I have to get that video uploaded as well. Quite a lot of wee videos just to get edited and uploaded. Just the background here, just fired on tools, because that's kind of the way we left off, was tools. So I thought may as well actually have another video of which actually involves a couple of them Marshall towns as well. So that'll be interesting. Look at the state of it, like it's I use that trowel for acrylic. So Dixie's saying, just plastered over acrylic ceiling. 2 cracks appeared, one hairline crack, the second is in a triangle. Crack slightly larger and sounds a bit hollow in good face. Do you know what year the RTAX was done in originally, buddy? Just because if it does have to come off, you need to be very, very careful, just there's no asbestos in the RTAX. 1970, can't remember, RTAX. Let's see. So 19, yeah. So 1980 was the last time that they used asbestos in their RTAX. So the likelihood that there's asbestos in that one is quite high. Even people that, you know, have to even bear in mind that I think 1980 was the last time they had it in their stuff, but you have to even think that 1990 might still have some in it, because you don't know whether some builders still had a surplus, or building merchants had a surplus of stuff and was still selling it for another 10 years. You just don't know that way as well, so you need to be careful that way, just on the dates. So if it does need to come off, you need to be very, very careful. Maybe, you know, did you do it in your own house, Dixie, or is it somebody else's house, or what's the story that way? Was it for a builder, or not really? Just thinking, like, what way did you originally go about plastering it, Dixie? Did you scrape it, or what way did you prep it? There could still be a way around it yet, like, and just it's in your own house. I hope you didn't scrape it down too much before you plastered over it. So you don't want that stuff about the house scraped it off. Shit. You just don't want that stuff all knocking about the house, all that, the dust of that gear. PVA twice. Yeah, I think sometimes what happens with R-Tax, in my opinion, is when you PVA it, sometimes it can come loose with the PVA, it like softens up, and then when you bond it, it can soften up, and then when you skim it, all these wee layers of moisture can make it soften up, and then obviously then it's all dried again, and maybe a wee bit's loose there where you're getting them cracks. It's probably not plasterboard underneath. Do you know? It's probably not plasterboard, but is it plasterboard or is it gyplath? Is it wooden sticks? If you know. So I do have a wee idea that you could use to maybe get around this problem. And you're not sure. The way you would know would be, see if you loosen the light fitting and how do we look up round, you might see some sticks or a wee bit of chalk from the plasterboard. But at 1970 it was done. Hang on, just double check something else. Right, so I would imagine if it was done in 1970, I would imagine it's probably lath and plaster, so it's all the sticks, it's not plasterboard, unless it's been redone since. Follower. Possibly, buddy, but you have to remember that you're possibly working with asbestos there, so you don't really want to be disturbing it. Another way around it could be if you could overboard the whole ceiling. If you could overboard it and re-skim it again. I know that sounds like a nightmare, but at least you know once you re-screw it all, it's not going to drop down on you and you're covering up the asbestos. Because if you rake it out, you're bringing all them chemicals down. They're supposed to be very bad for you. I personally, I don't know how bad they are. Filler, does that work? See, even if you were to rake it out and refill it, the reason it could be cracking could be because there's a large area that's moved. It's not just a crack. If you know what I'm saying, like your skim could have bonded to the stipple, and the stipple is actually now not bonded to the coat underneath it. Does that make sense? So when you scrape it, the whole lot could drop, a section could drop. It could also be to do with a wee bounce somewhere, maybe something's loose. A bit of a headache when things like that happen. And I was doing big large ceiling, and the painter knocked a bit off the ceiling, and the joists were pretty far apart, and there was a joint right in the middle, like joint right in the middle of where two joists were far apart, so it was bouncing, scrimmed up and all, and it's still a wee bit cracked and popped, like. So just because of the movement, I wanted to go up and put a joist in onto the floorboard and stuff to tighten it up, but the builder just wanted it patched. So that way. But if it's in your own house, just definitely be careful what you're doing when it comes to asbestos. like I say, if you raked it out, normally that would work on a crack, possibly even in seams. But when you're thinking about raking out, if you've scrim taped cracks or joints below, you don't really want to be cutting your scrim tape either. I know overboarding probably sounds like a nightmare, because it means you're basically starting again. I know a lot of people go for overboarding. I have went over stipple ceilings before and never had no problems and stuff. Definitely when you're saying there's a crack at an angle, it's not ideal. Yeah, the only problem is finding the joists, because you don't want to be smashing holes everywhere either. What's above, Dixie? Is it like a bedroom above or a loft? Because when you overboard it, you have to make sure you're in the bedroom. I was going to say, because you want to make sure you're hitting joists. You want to make sure you're hitting all the joists. Especially if it's lath and plaster, you could be hitting some sticks and it'll feel like you're catching timber. Well, you are catching timber, but you're not getting a great fixing. You want to make sure you're hitting all the joists as well. Some of the older houses are pretty good joinery wise as well. If you find one or two, measure them, and they'll be like 12-inch centres until you get to the ends, and then the ends will be another. You'll have to figure out the ends again. That way. Unless somehow you could lift a floorboard up above and get a few measurements, or if there's carpet, maybe find out where the joists are that way and take measurements. But if you overboard it and you use good length of screw to get right through, you know, again, it could still crack, because if joists are moving above in the bedroom as well, know when you're walking, if it's a heavy traffic area like in a doorway and stuff, the wee bits of vibrations could cause a crack. But at least if you know it's plasterboard, the chances of it dropping down, for skim to drop down off that would be very unlikely. And also, at least if it did, you know, there's no asbestos potential coming down around you. But I know asbestos, like we're talking about this in our tax, like people don't realise the amount of stuff that asbestos was actually used in back then. It was used in tiles, paint, adhesives, cement, roof tiles, roof slates, fascia boards. They put it in everything. I think they put it in everything because it's practically indestructible. So it's such a good thing to build with, but they obviously didn't realise how dangerous it was when it got into your lungs and won't break down. Your body cannot get rid of it. That way. Need to get out metal detecting soon, big time. Haven't been out in a while, and I was trying to get permission, but every time I call to the house, their gates are locked. Big house, lots of land around it, very old looking land. And when I say old looking, it's got like really old gates, like cast iron gates. Looks like an absolute dream of a place to go, and it looks pretty, well maintained, fields and stuff. Doesn't look soaking wet. Although once you walk into them, I'm pretty sure you'll get soaked like that way. But yeah, Dixie buddy, I hope that job comes off well for you. Nothing worse than redoing something. It's a bit of a kick in the teeth, but I can't really be telling you to scrape it all back, because I don't want to be telling you to get asbestos all over yourself, all over the house and stuff. Wouldn't be too good. Wouldn't be good advice at all. Could you imagine if I was out metal detecting and I dug up a trowel? A load of old plastering trowels? That would be crazy. I think I would give up metal detecting if it ever happens. Completely. I think I haven't even been out this year. Whoa, imagine saying that. The year's only, what, 12 days old? But, yeah, I haven't been out at all, and I'm definitely gotta get out sometime again, like. Them tyzack trowels are brilliant for it. Somebody recommended me to use the tyzack trowel pointers, and they're brilliant. They're so strong and sturdy for when you are poking about and yeah, trying to find. But definitely metal detecting, it's one of my hobbies. I think once you do it a few times, and if you do enjoy it and you find a couple of wee coins and stuff, a couple of old pennies, you will be hooked, like. But definitely I think my taste suits metal detecting in a funny ways. I do like old houses, Victorian stuff and that as well. I've never really been terribly interested in coins and stuff, like, but I think when you find something, you have the sort of have the urge, and you go and you sort of look up about it, and you learn a lot of stuff that way. But it'd be great to find something really old, an old axe or something. But yeah, Dixie, make sure and pop in and let me know how you ever get on with that job and stuff. Fingers crossed it's not too big of a ceiling, it won't get you too many boards, will do it. But I did a live stream just before this one as well, and that's why I popped back on, because I was getting so many good questions about the trowels and the way I go about things and stuff. So keep this wee clip on until I find something good, and then I'll jump back on a bit of rendering or something. But no, it definitely keeps you fit. Bit of metal detecting I've found anyway. Was playing a lot of football obviously and stuff years ago, so packed that all in because there was too much chance of getting hurt. And was more interested in what's up, Tony boy? How's things? Hope you're having a good new year, guys, everyone. Yeah, even if you're watching this later on, you missed the live stream, don't be afraid to drop some comments and stuff. That way, even talk about what you might want to see next and stuff as well. Always open to ideas as well. I love a good idea. But yeah, we're talking about screed and Karen, everything in that last live stream. There was plenty of questions being asked and answered as well. There's a lot about. I was talking about on the start of it about pure finish and multi-skim and stuff and the differences. So, is that what gear are you guys using yourselves? Look at that for a spoon. Definitely interesting. But yeah, have a decent metal detecting video coming up. Should be interesting to anybody does metal detecting or is even halfway interested in it. That's just the Pointsman unboxing here coming up. Definitely still have that Pointsman on the go. It's my main hawk. Hey buddy, how's it going? Hope you're having a good new year so far. Hope you're sticking busy. Not too busy, but busy enough to get on. Not bad, buddy, not bad. Getting the wee live stream done. Had a live stream earlier on too, but I sort of had to cut short. I was heading out for a bit of food there and giving somebody a lift, designated driver. But yeah, I'm good. I hope you're good, mate. Always seems to take the live streams a good 20 minutes, and then they seem to pick up. People seem to join in and get the conversations going and stuff. But I hope even everybody watches this later on. I hope you've been enjoying the channel. The new camera and stuff. I think it's much improved. I think the footage is. I may put on some old footage just to see how much it has improved, like, which is a shame. I didn't realise the fisheye lens. It was a good camera in the fact it's waterproof and all, but didn't realise how sort of wonky it would make sort of everything look and disorientated that way. It's just a shame because it had some really good jobs on at the time and stuff. I think it did a hard plaster sealing on it as well. That way, trying to find. I'm going to just stick that footage up and then I'll put another wee clip from previous now. think this is the older footage. Yeah, so you can see let's actually pick this one up, not too bad. Mate of mine who does photography, YouTuber as well, he told me what settings to use, and it definitely fixed it a hell of a lot. But you can still see it's a wee bit of a funny camera lens. Still be handy for metal detecting and stuff, this type of camera, because you'll be looking down anyway, and you'll be concentrating on what's in the middle of the screen more than what's, you know, things here are straight, and this is making even the beads look obscure and the bars and stuff. But basically that's what I was working with there, and so I got an upgraded camera, so probably could fiddle with it again and make it better too, but not the best with technology that way. And this one here would be the newer footage coming up. So at least it's straighter and stuff. Picks it up well as well. Hopefully I can get that permission. If I get that there, I'm sure I'll find something worth making a good video of. I suppose even the permission itself would be a good video. That REFINA drill is absolutely super for me jobs out around the house. That one there's patches all over the place outside to do. A couple of doors and windows been changed and moved, and it was just handy. I could just mix right beside them, carry around. If I need to loosen it up a bit again, there's the drill there for scratching it and filling it out with the white cement coat. Perfect for it. But no, that's probably actually more or less done for now anyway. Just wanted to pop on because people were asking questions, and I wanted them to be able to get their questions out if they had anything left to say. So I'll wrap it up, guys, anyway. Be sure if you're not subscribed to get subscribed. I'll always have some more live chats. There's always new videos on a Sunday as well, so keep an eye out for them, and occasionally do some videos during the week. So I'll catch you on the new videos.